You've started something you never finished. A business idea, a fitness plan, a course you paid for, a book you were writing. Maybe you've even told yourself, I just need to find the right motivation. But what if motivation isn't the problem at all? Let me tell you about a girl named Lira and the one habit that was quietly destroying her future. Lira was brilliant, like genuinely gifted. She had more story ideas in her head than most writers see in a lifetime. Her laptop? Full of folders, each one a different world she'd started building. A sci-fi novel? Stopped at chapter 3. A thriller? Abandoned at the climax. A love story? She'd written the title and nothing else. Every single file was a ghost. A brilliant idea that never made it out alive. But Lira didn't see herself as a quitter. She called herself a creative. She told her friends she was between projects. She kept waiting for that surge of inspiration to carry her to the finish line. It never came.
Then came the biggest writing competition in her city. A real publisher. A real book deal on the line. Lira's dream, gift-wrapped in front of her. She had an incredible idea. For 3 days, she didn't sleep. She wrote like she was on fire. Then, on day 4, a new idea popped into her head. A sweeter one. A love story. This one feels more authentic, she told herself. So she switched. Then switched again. Then again.
The deadline passed. She submitted nothing. And a guy, less talented than her, everyone knew it, walked away with the prize. Because he finished. Devastated, Lira walked into an old bookshop run by a retired author, a man who had written only 3 books in his entire career, but all 3 were masterpieces. She broke down. I have better ideas than anyone, she said. So why can't I finish anything? The old man pulled out a worn, ink-stained manuscript from his drawer. Pages crossed out, rewritten, messy. He said, starting a project is like falling in love. Exciting, electric, everything feels possible. Finishing one is like building a life together. Boring, frustrating, full of moments where you want to quit. Between the thrill of starting and the satisfaction of finishing, there's a desert. Most talented people die in that desert, Lira. Not because they're lazy, because they keep chasing the next oasis. Then he gave her a challenge. Go home. Find your smallest, most boring unfinished project, and for the next 21 days, 15 minutes a day, work on nothing else. Day 1? Easy. Day 5? She almost opened a new file. The temptation was overwhelming. She didn't. Some days she wrote 2 pages. Some days she stared at the screen for the full 15 minutes and wrote 1 sentence. But she showed up every single day. On day 21, she typed the last 2 words she had never typed before. The end. It wasn't her best idea, but it was complete. And she held those pages to her chest and cried. Not because it was sad, but because for the first time in her life, she had won against herself. The messy middle is supposed to feel awful. Every project gets boring. Every relationship hits a rut. Every workout routine gets tedious. That's not a sign to quit. That's the test. The people who get through the desert are the ones who expected it. Done beats perfect.
every single time. The best idea in your head is worth zero. A finished, average thing in the world is worth everything. Because completion is proof of competence. Not starting, finishing. Consistency destroys motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings come and go. But 15 minutes a day, every day for 21 days, that's a system. And systems beat feelings every time.
So let me ask you something. What's collecting dust in your life right now? A course? A side project? A relationship you've been meaning to repair? A habit you've started and stopped 10 times? Pick the smallest one, not the most important, the smallest. Give it 15 minutes tomorrow, then the day after, then the day after that. Because here's the truth. The person who finishes things owns the world. Not the most talented, not the most inspired, the one who shows up and sees it through. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop in the comments, what's the one thing you're going to finish?